In this video, we're going to take you into an Airstream, a brand new model of Airstream.
Hi, I'm Red.
And I'm TJ, and we're loving life hitched up.
Join us and come experience all that RV life has to offer.
This is the Airstream World Traveler. This is a brand new model that's just come out. It's been in Europe for a minute or two. It's a rebirth of a name that was used a long time ago in the Airstream world, which is pretty common. But this is a completely new setup on a 22-foot single axle chassis. You are running in a nice configuration here with a center bath. Yep, single piece center bath, dry bath. And we're going to start in the bath because I think it's pretty cool that a 22-footer single axle is running on a nice dry bath. So in this dry bath, you obviously have your commode, standard commode, which is still porcelain, and in here you have your shower. Well, they have some of the cushions in here needed to turn the sleeping area into a, what do you call it? So let me just quick pop these out so I can show you the size of the shower. So I'm 5'8", plenty of space in here. It does have a shower curtain that works off of some snaps to hold it over so you don't get the water out there. So you don't have a door kind of getting in the way because there would not be enough space to open a traditional shower door in here. So still plenty of space overhead. It is a little snug, but not too bad. Obviously you're in a small trailer, but it's gonna give you that option to have a full dry bath. Now this I think is really cool looking. I'm really digging this. Nice little corner sink, giving you a place to wash your hands, so on and so forth. Like I said, it is a dry bath. And there are a few things that will stand out to you right away if you're a long-time Airstream person. You'll notice there's a window in the bathroom, but the windows here, these are acrylic awning windows. So these pop out like so. Kind of like a traditional Airstream, but they're not glass tempered. These are acrylic, and there are two spots. You can open them, put it in the center latch here area, which gives you the ability to have some ventilation. It's cracked open, but still secured. So somebody can't just come along and just pull that open. So that gives you that great thing. And you say to yourself, privacy, you have a bug screen. Pull down this accordion bug screen, or you can pull up the shade. You want complete privacy, and they do connect, so you can do any combination thereof. You have a nice little medicine cabinet in the corner here, so you can store all the stuff that you need, and a nice little cubby tucked in here as well. As you finish through in the bathroom, you come out here, and there's quite a bit of counter space for a 22-foot. You have a Suburban dual propane cooktop with an igniter. Sink is on the smaller side, so no giant dishes, but it does have a pull-out so you can rinse and wash. Again, another one of these windows sitting here that, like I said, you can open either way or open all the way up. You have overhead sliding lockers so you can store your items in here. And this is kind of interesting. I guess to save weight, this feels like a felt material. So it's kind of a little bit squishy, so you don't have your traditional sliding plastic panels that you would have. And if you notice, you're not seeing aluminum color. You're still seeing aluminum, and you're still seeing rivets because it is an Airstream, but you're not seeing your traditional Airstream aluminum color. This appears all to be coated and painted, which is kind of nice because it gives that nice light feel. You have your TV, smart TV, on a rotating mount, so you can face it towards the dinette or face it towards the bed. Now let's check out this bed setup. So very interesting bed setup you have going on here. You see there's a little cutout, so it's kind of reminiscent of twins, but not twins. So I'm not really sure how I completely feel about this. You can see all the platform underneath here. You have what appears to be a good amount of storage access. Pull this up out of the way. You can access all these areas, put different items in here, which is kind of cool. I like that a lot. Some mechanicals down there. So you have this little platform, so that's pretty nice. Gotta kind of move the other mattress out of the way so you can close it. And it appears to be the same thing on the other side as well. So now it continues around, giving you all these little spots that you can store stuff. And like here, you have one that's even deeper. Take the top off, you can put stuff in. You have this wide open space. So that's pretty cool. The rest of these appear to be screwed down, so I'm going to guess that they all encompass some of the different mechanical aspects that are needed to run your camper. Now, let's put this back. So I don't know what the dimensions are in this bed, but I'm going to show you that I'm 5'8". There's definitely no issue with length for me. Definitely hands almost fully extended, feet. So I'm going to say anyone at least 80 inches, no issue sleeping. Nice reading light overhead, and your better half can be right there. You got USBs on either side, so you'll be able to charge devices at night while you're sleeping. So pretty interesting kind of setup. I like that it has the rear bed with windows on all three sides, so you get that nice circulation of air. Comes with a nice wardrobe closet. Underneath they have, in this one they have a contour cooking microwave. Down there you have your battery switch, your panels. You have some little storage areas here, little bungees, but check these drawers out. I like these drawers a lot. Oh, gotta hit the little latch. So, as you can see, it's dual drawers. You know, everybody knows Airstream, you get your little silverware holder. So you have an upper drawer and then a secondary drawer. Then you have down here, and look at that, trash can. Everybody wants to know, where am I going to put my trash can? So now it's nicely secreted away. Again, another drawer with another upper drawer. Drawers look pretty deep, go pretty far back. Here again, so you have a pop down and a slide out drawer, but you have space underneath that goes back a short distance because you're gonna impact the wheel well back there. So hence why this one happens to be a drop down. And they all look like nice solid latches holding that together. If you come forward, underneath the stove here is where you're gonna get your 12 volt with a decent sized fridge and freezer combo for a rig this size. Looks pretty good. Controls are down there on the bottom, so you can adjust your coolness. Nice front. And then you come up here to your dinette area. So now this dinette area has the traditional Airstream leg and space. I think you can very comfortably sit 4 people here, playing a little rummy cube, Jenga, whatever you want to play. Very nice. Reading lights overhead. So you can, and they're adjustable too. So you can angle them if you're sitting here, you're reading a book, or if you don't want the light shining directly on top of your head. A nice big window. You don't get the traditional surround windows. I would have loved if they had done this model with the curved windows, opening this whole space up, but then that would add to the weight and that would add to the costs. And they're trying to keep this rig on the light side for the wallet and the tow vehicle. And this does convert down, as you can imagine, like most Airstreams, this will convert down to make a sleeping area. There are 2 additional cushions. They were in the shower, pop right on top, and you're able to then turn this into an additional sleeping area. Imagine if you sleep sideways, you should have no problem. 2 adults and or 2 small kids. Wouldn't be a problem. Roof vent, front and back. And another thing that you will notice in this trailer, you don't see any ducted air conditioning. The air conditioning is contained under one of the back sleeping areas. So this is a floor air conditioning system. So the air conditioning is piped up differently than it would be in a traditional Airstream. So you don't have the big intake ducts over your head, and you also, so the ceiling line is clean with just the 2 fans, and that air conditioning system is under the seat. So a couple things I'll point out as an Airstream owner. It does have the new locks and the new setup for the door, but if you notice, there are no doggy guards. I guess, I don't know for a better word to call them, screen protectors on there. And that's meant to keep the weight down on the trailer as well. You see, still on a single axle, still the Endurance tires. World Traveler, as you can see, it's a trademark name. And this is a good view of those outside acrylic windows. It's still utilizing the traditional Airstream awning, manual pull out, clip the arms out, it holds it in place. You come to the back, it's reminiscent of the Bambis, where you don't have a rear bumper or rear bumper storage. There is a storage compartment back here. Not sure if I can get it open because these rigs are kind of close together. Let me see. But, wow, it's pretty massive back there. It's kind of hard to see. Let me turn my flashlight on, my phone. So if you can see how much space is in that. So that is pretty awesome. There's a light way over there, but I can't really reach it. So that is pretty awesome amount of storage back there for a little camper like that. So you can put a ton of things back there. Very nice. Like the tail lights. So again, no wraparound windows. You have the squeeze fit or whatever, curved, and then reminiscent of the old school Airstream with just the front and rear. If you come to the front, there's a few more things that stand out. As you notice, there is no stone guards, stainless steel stone guards on your traditional, and again, your front. Oh, look at the thickness of this. No solar guard protector on that, and utilizing the plastic battery box. That's very common on the Bambi models. A manual crank instead of power jack, but these are all things if you chose, you could probably upgrade, put on a manual. And we come to the back side, you're still running your black tank flush, your gray and black. Come back here. This has a Truma and the new smart plug, which is angled, points down as opposed to straight out like they have on my rig, and your city water inlet. And this is probably your new version of the outdoor shower. They've done away with the shower head, so it's more like a hose setup. You still have hot and cold water, and this is on a few other trim lines as well. You can get this option in the new versions that are coming out now. So I have no idea what this costs, to be honest with you. And at the show today, there are no prices listed as of yet. Those prices will probably be put on during the week when it's open. We're here on Media Day, so we get a free peek without the crowds, but we don't always get all the information on things that we would want to know. If we had it, we'd put it out. And if I could find it out, I'll put it in this video. So as you can see on this, there are no curbside awnings. There's no rear awning. There's only the single awning on the camp side. And looking down here at the stickers, it's showing me a GVWR of 4,500 pounds. So max would be 4,500 pounds on this bad boy. So under 5,000 pounds. And that's the target audience they're looking for, under 5,000 pounds, to open this up to small trucks, mid-sized trucks, SUVs, things of that nature. Super easy tow.
And remember, when you're out there loving life, do it hitch stuff.